Meanwhile, Swansea University has run out of space at its home in Singleton Park, considering building a second campus. If plans go ahead, thousands of students will descend on the other side of the city.
Right opposite our bedroom. You tell me how the hell are we supposed to sleep through that?
It's not an issue exclusive to Swansea. Yet the severity of the problematic relationship between students here and the permanent residents could lead you to believe otherwise.
From what I've heard, they're not very happy with people
getting drunk. That's the only thing.
A lot of people embrace student culture, and then a lot of people don't seem to really like it because they think it sort of destroys their community values.
I think they're fine most of the time. Just on occasion they can cause a few problems.
Some people mightn't like them because they're noisy and have parties and maybe create litter or something like that. So,
for decades now, the families and permanent residents of Brynmill and Uplands, the area surrounding Swansea University, have been relocating elsewhere because of troubled living or housing situations. The residents left behind are fighting for their right to live without constant noise, mess and chaos, and have taken to their local news and Facebook groups to express their stories. But are Swansea student population solely responsible for the issues within the community? So I actually got a chance to speak to Kevin Childs. So his job is actually to listen to the residents of Uplands and listen to the students of Swansea University and deal with any sort of conflicts between the two. I was keen to hear how Kevin dealt with community concerns, and also question him on the somewhat anti-student Facebook group, Uplands Counsellors, a page moderated by Brynmill and Uplands counsellor Peter May.
And one of my key areas at the moment is working with students as residents and residents in the local community to try and address some of the issues that we face as a single community that don't always necessarily get on with each other as well as we possibly could. Student community, I mean, it has grown significantly over the 30 years that I've been here. If a community member complains in through a process, I immediately write to the students in that house to make them aware of their responsibilities as residents, as community members. It also works the other way. We have students who have some particularly unpleasant local neighbours. It is about mutual respect.
On the 23rd of February, I requested to join the Facebook page Uplands Counsellors, which consists of over 800 of Swansea's local residents, to see what issues they've previously dealt with. To my surprise, I was denied access and blocked from the page.
I think it was set up to facilitate community relations. I do worry that it becomes a sounding echo chamber for people who are potentially anti-student, because I can intervene, and if you've watched it you'll see that I do intervene by saying, just send me an email and we'll sort this out for you, rather than carrying on this discussion.
So we're currently on our way to go and speak to a girl called Becky. She actually lives on top of a permanent resident, so there's two flats. But I'm just quite interested to hear if, the problems that the people face are mutual. I think her house is just on the end.
Students who are I wouldn't say the main problem. I think the problem's quite split between students and residents in terms of you get some people who are just rude and you get some people who are fine. I mean, I've had quite a few experiences of going down the pub with friends and stuff, and just, people shouting abuse at us, just general drunk people abuse. But I would say I have more experience of that than I have of students being horrible. There's a lot of us contributing to society. One of the university's massive things is volunteering, so a lot of people go to local care homes. Students will volunteer and that'll benefit the residents. So there's a lot of efforts to keep the area really nice and clean and environmentally friendly and stuff like that.
Swansea's student population is estimated to reach 24,000 by 2025. And only time will tell whether or not Swansea's new student housing projects will ease the troubles on its residents.